Analyst. I'm your host, Joshua Garcia, with our other co-host, Brecken Thompson, and their substitute co-host, Damian Jordan. How are y'all doing today?
Brother, I'm living the dream as per usual. Woke up, smile on my face, rolled out of bed, and man, am I living a great day.
You're, oh yeah,
Oh
you're
yeah, he
talking about
started
trying to
his day
break through the
off early
ground.
today at 11
Yeah.
a.m.
Started my day off. No, I had work today. I actually woke up at a decent time. Woke up at 7:30.
10:30.
Unlike
Oh,
somebody, I actually have a job. All right, so let's hear it from the jobless man himself. How was your day, Damien?
well, you ain't talking to me, bud. I'm doing great. I woke up at 5 o'clock.
John. Since you're
Yeah,
not
you
working
guys
out on
all
the field.
dance. You guys all dance. No. Oh man, blessed. What can I say? Great day at work. Beautiful daughter. She just turned 5 yesterday. Great turnout.
Shut up.
Someone in
All
this
right. All right.
call
All
didn't
right.
show up because he just didn't want to. So that's all I'm gonna say. Great day.
Yeah.
Shout out Gianna,
Well,
man.
yeah. Well, Damien enjoys that pickle on screen. You can find us on all platforms: YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, on Instagram at the So-Called Sports Analyst TCSA, pretty much on all platforms. So go leave a listen, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. We know ball and we're biased about it. So that's what makes us beautiful. But
Mm-hmm.
today you may think we're going to talk about the Super Bowl, but as you realize, our other main co-host is not here because for the basketball pod, he wanted to do homework instead. And for this one, he decided to have a sore throat. So we're going to do it without him. And
Who's
we
a
are
lucky
going to
guy?
have.
We're all
We are
thinking
go-
it. We're all thinking it.
Shout out him, man.
so we are about to have a fun pod today. A little bit of debates, a little bit of randomness. 30 seconds. We don't know really what it's going to be put in a format like for and against, like kind of how we did the other day. So we really don't know what you're going to argue or which side you're going to argue for. So let's see
Okay.
if I can share this screen to get this timer. And then we got these.
Are
All
you gonna
right.
explain the rules of the game?
Yeah, if you could please for Brecken.
All right. So, yeah, because Brecken doesn't know, we're gonna promote propose a topic, and I'm gonna spin the wheel for whoever wants to go spin first, and whatever lands on for, you have to argue for that topic, and if it lands on against, you have to argue against that topic. You may not actually agree with this, with the argument you are making, but you must put together the best argument for what you were given, and you only get 30 seconds to give your answer. And then if we do go into a second rebuttal, we may do that unless the arguments are really good enough to start with. Then the person that is not arguing will pick who they think won.
Question. So we have 30 seconds to argue, or we have 30
Mm-hmm.
seconds to come up with an argument.
30 seconds to argue.
Okay, so it's like immediately we gotta just go.
Yep. You just gotta be ready.
Yep. I'll give you maybe 30
Six,
seconds to
6 or 7.
prepare an
Oh,
argument or something.
Like 6, 7 seconds.
Alrighty. So what's the first topic Damien and Brecken are going to argue about? Let's see. All right. So, dang,
come
this
on,
is harder.
Joshua.
We have these right here. We're live. It don't matter. Like, this is just a fun podcast. We don't need to be over here all trying to move through topics. All right.
We're on a time crunch, bro.
All right. Is Joe Burrow a top 5 quarterback? Okay. So, who wants to spin the wheel first?
I'll let Big Bro.
I'll spin the wheel first.
All right. So, Brecken is going to be arguing for Joe Burrow being top 5.
Dude, shut up.
So that means Damien is against. We'll have 30. Y'all have 30 seconds to prepare y'all's arguments. Let me see if I can zoom in on this.
I'm ready to go now if you are.
Yeah,
You are? So who wants to go first?
he can go first.
All right. So Brecken's gonna go first. All right. 5. So we're arguing, is Joe Burrow top 5? 5, 4, 3, 2.
I think it's a very easy argument. Yes, you can make the debates of, oh, he was injured this year. He had turf toe. He's too injury prone. But when he's on the field, he's top 5. He's debatably one of the greatest college quarterbacks of all time. And his plays carried over into the NFL, and we've all seen it. Out of all these other top 5 quarterbacks, how many of them have made the Super Bowl? 1, maybe 2? Yeah, that's what I thought. Joe Burrow has made the Super Bowl multiple times and is constantly throwing for over 4, maybe even almost 5,000 yards each
All right.
season.
A little over. But...
Okay.
Okay.
You
so
said he's
are you-
okay.
Dude, that bell is loud. How do I take that off? That thing was like ringing in my ear. Okay.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it's just you. It did it to me
All
the
right.
other time.
So, you ready, Davian?
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead,
ready. Let's go. Awesome. Well, I guess you could just, he said injuries don't matter, but at the end of the day, availability is the best ability. He said multiple Super Bowls. All I remember is one when he lost. Jamar Chase was open and he just couldn't get it there. Not saying that's all his fault. I know it's a line. The line was terrible. But at the end of the day, availability is the best ability. Availability is the best ability at the end of the day. And yeah, I mean, the AFC is just weak at the end of the day. So
What do you mean? Dude, that's such a bad
Okay,
argument.
I
had
thought-
Fuck
so
you.
many more-
How about that?
I thought both arguments, honestly, were pretty bad. So I think that's
well, it's short. 30 seconds is like no time.
no.
you-
You,
you-
can put together-
I could have argued your
I
side
thought
way
Breckens,
better.
I thought Breckens was factually incorrect and Damien's was just terrible. So
Yeah, sorry.
let's just redo this. I'll give y'all another 30 seconds to argue y'all's cases for Joe Burrow. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Brecken, one more
I'm ready.
round.
Like you said, his O-line is horrible, and what has Joe Burrow done? He keeps on putting up 4,500 yards.
Getting injured.
seasons and keeps on doing his thing. I get that injury's a thing, and you want to keep on complaining about it. Availability is the best ability, and I agree with you there. But when he's on the field, tell me there's 5 guys better in the NFL. You can't. You cannot do that. He's had
do
a
it.
bottom 5 offensive line year in, year out, bottom 5 defense year in, year out, and he still has been producing, putting up numbers and absolute crazy statistics.
All right, time. All right,
Okay,
Damien,
I'm ready.
here we go.
I'm ready.
Okay, no interrupting when the person is giving their argument.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
Fucking
sir.
bitch.
All righty.
Type shit, sir.
All right, ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
So you're talking about college, one of the best college quarterbacks of all time. That was what, 2019? Come on, bro. Let it go. He was awesome. I'm not saying he wasn't. Definitely top 2, if not 1, best college quarterbacks. But whenever it comes to NFL, you're talking about you can't name 5. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, and Baby Go. If Fonzo's watching this, he agrees. That's all I gotta say. With 2 seconds left. You're welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give the win to Brecken on this one. I
Fuck
feel like
you!
Damien, your argument was so bad. You could have
Yeah.
went down the whole route of saying he's got Jamar, he's got T. Higgins, like his whole team's. He got Zach Taylor, one of the best offensive minds in the NFL, in my opinion. Oh,
It's my first time, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I really do feel like Brecken.
It's also easy to argue that he's the top 5 because I agree he's the top 5. Fuck y'all!
I
Oh, you
don't.
gotta
I
go
don't
ball.
agree. He's top 5.
Well, I think Brecken sealed it when he came around the second time around and gave his arguments, especially arguing for the old line and that he's still putting up numbers, even though in those situations. And you went back to like arguments that you could have said in the last one. All right. So which one?
I guess he's
You
not
want-
top 5. I guess he's not top 5 this year, but if we're
No.
talking about like the last 3 years, he's definitely top 5.
All right. So who's
All right,
going
that's
next? So does
Josh,
winner
you
stay
wanna
on
go?
or loser goes?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll get off. I want to see what y'all got to say. I gotta take some
Okay,
notes.
give us a
Apparently,
topic. Give us a topic.
Give us a topic.
is Julian Edelman Hall of Fame receiver?
Okay. So Brecken, do you want to get the spin first or me?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ooh,
I'm against.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
against.
I'm
Okay.
against. I'm against.
Oh, okay. So I'm for.
Wait.
You're for
Who wants-
Julian Edelman being a Hall of Famer.
So who's going first? Damien.
Josh, you look kind of cute. I'll let you go first.
Alrighty. So my 30s. I'm for, right?
Haircut.
You're
him
for.
being
You're
a Hall of
for
Famer.
it. Yes, you're for it.
Okay. So is Julian Edelman a Hall of Fame quarterback? My answer in this situation would be yes, because we don't oftentimes remember the statisticals in the regular season. Who gets remembered at the end of the day? Winners. In big moments, they make plays happen. Let's go back to Atlanta. The ball almost touched the ground. Who got underneath it to secure a dub and help bring them back? Julian Edelman. Who is top 5 in every playoff category? Julian Edelman. Who is top 5 in every Super Bowl category? Julian Edelman. He was there when it mattered.
Okay, I'm
All
ready.
Josh is good, man. Josh is good. You got experience.
I'm
You got-
ready
you got-
whenever
you
you
got
are.
XP. Go ahead, bud. Is
Right.
Julian Edelman a top 5 receiver?
3, 2,
Got it!
1.
God.
Okay, he is obviously not a top 5 receiver, and it's extremely simple.
Wait.
Not a single Pro Bowl, not a
What
single
the hell
All-Pro
are you talking
selection.
about?
Hold on,
What?
restart that. No, okay, the argument isn't if he's a top 5. The argument is if he's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, did I say top 5? My bad.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll let you go again.
All right,
'cause
all
I
right.
w- all right, 3, 2,
That's a
1.
good point deduction.
Julian Edelman is obviously not a Hall of Famer. You got to look. Isaac Bruce isn't in the Hall of Fame. Calvin barely got in. There's so many of these other Hall of Fame wide receivers. It's so hard for Hall of Fame wide receivers to get in. Marvin Harrison Sr. still isn't in the Hall of Fame. And then on top of that, you got to look. He doesn't have a single All-Pro, doesn't have a single Pro Bowl, hasn't led the league in receiving, receptions, touchdowns, none of those statistical categories. And what has he had throwing him the ball every single game of his career? The GOAT.
Do you want a second round or did you like that answer?
I
Can you
I need- I think-
decide?
myself, I think we could use another one. I think we need a little bit more. I think as of right now, Josh is winning, but that's kind of because I already agree that he is.
No, you can't be biased. It's just based
Can't
off
be
our
biased.
argument.
Can
Okay,
based off
all
based
right.
off the argument.
Just based off the argument. Ooh, let's do another round. Let's just do another round.
Alrighty.
Brecken convinced me a little bit, but I'm not gonna give it to him because he's gay.
All right, bro.
All right, 3,
We're Catholic here.
2. Well, simply my other argument would be if Julian Edelman doesn't get to the Hall of Fame, you're anti-Semitic because he's Jewish. And I really do
What?
think that should be a very big reason why he gets into the Hall of Fame, because oftentimes that's really what matters. But no, in all reality, I think he's arguing all these players that really have no playoff success. We based off winners. Winners make the NFL. Winners change history. He's done it many times in big moments. He was the number 1 guy for the GOAT, even when Gronkowski was on the way out.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's go.
You make these arguments about, oh, these other guys didn't have playoff success. I just talked about Marvin Harrison Sr., one of the greats of all time, and he's not even he's been bounced every single round. I know, yes, he doesn't have 5 or 4 rings or whatever Julian Edelman has, but guess what? Guess what? He has all the statistical categories, multiple Pro Bowls, multiple first-team All-Pros. Julian Edelman would be a nobody if he was on any other team. He's 5'9" and a slot wide receiver at the end of the day.
So size is what matters. Okay.
I mean,
Size doesn't matter.
All right, who won?
I think I'm gonna give it to Josh. Just 'cause
that's
I feel-
so biased.
Ah,
That is
No,
so
it's not.
biased.
I won.
How the
I
fuck?
won.
How?
Let me give you.
Okay,
reason.
explain how.
My opening
Because
statement was way better than yours.
I just think you didn't touch on any of his points to oppose. I think whenever he said that he was a winning receiver, it's a good stance. But you didn't talk about that he's not that winning isn't necessarily a wide receiver stat, but he does show up in the big moments, which is
My
something Josh.
point was the fact that like all these other wide receivers that aren't in the Hall of Fame are also like
But Marvin
winners
Harrison
in
You
the
said,
in
post.
Hall
but
of
you also
Fame.
said that
Is
Calvin
Marvin Harrison
barely
in the Hall
made
of
it.
Fame now?
You also said Calvin barely. Did you mean barely made it?
He's
Like he
been in the Hall
barely
of
got
Fame since
inducted, or
early
he
this year.
barely?
He got inducted this year, Josh.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
He just got
Isaac
inducted.
Bruce, Isaac Bruce, Hall of Fame in 2020.
This
All
nigga
your
just
guys that you said.
Reggie Wayne,
he's just
Torrey
spreading
Holt,
misinformation.
Julio Jones.
That's also another reason
These
why I
guys
chose
barely,
Josh.
dude. This guy got in like 2 weeks ago.
Torrey Holt was in the Hall of Fame since. This year. He's a Hall of Famer this year.
He's
He's
not.
an
bro, he's not in the
inductee.
loop,
He's an
bro.
inductee. He's not even in, Josh.
He's
Show
a
the
finalist.
podcast. Just
I'm
because he's a
showing it
finalist
right
doesn't
now.
mean that he's in.
And Julio Jones hadn't even been retired long enough.
You also said Calvin Johnson barely made it in. Did you mean like barely as in recently, or did you mean barely as in like
He was the
barely?
first ballot.
Recently.
He was the first ballot.
Okay, I was gonna say because he said whenever he said that, I was like, what? But okay, I think I'm gonna give it to Josh just because I feel like Brecken didn't oppose him.
My
But
arguments
then again,
were way better. Josh's
I
only
think if
argument
Josh would have
was
touched,
that
I
he
mean,
had
if Brecken would have
postseason
touched on some
success.
points, I think if Brecken would have touched on some points that winning isn't a wide receiver stat, because you could go into the what's I'm blanking on his name. What's the dude that caught off the helmet?
David Tyree.
David Tyree. He's nobody,
Alrighty.
but he
So who
showed
wants
up.
to go next? Damian versus me. Brecken versus.
Yeah, Damian versus
Josh
you.
won, so let me go against Joshua.
Okay, give us a topic, Brecky.
Mm,
Dude, did you just change your bottom name to Gangbanger?
No.
Jeez Louise.
Okay. Let's go with, is the elite RB dead?
Ooh, I like that one. Okay, this is for Damian. For or against? Damian's for that the elite RB is dead. And I'm against it.
I'm for the elite RB being dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Who's going first? Me or you?
Fonzo, chill.
Chill.
It's because he's texting me. Oh shoot. Can y'all see me? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll go first. I'm for the elite RB being dead. All right,
Okay.
let's go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go.
The elite RB is dead today in the NFL. We've seen that with the Chiefs. I know Josh. This is gonna hit Josh home. They do not have an elite running back. I think with most teams wanting to win today, it's better to get like a 1 year guy, 1 or 2 year guy, let him go, get a young rookie and kind of develop him and see how they do. I know there's a couple different ways you could go about it with Saquon, but that's really the only one in recent memory that's actually been elite that's won a Super Bowl on a team.
Okay.
Bro, that 30 seconds goes by so quick.
Alrighty.
Especially
You
when we
ready?
go.
3,
Sorry, bro.
2, 1. The elite RB is not dead because if we look at the standpoint of history, if we look at the Philadelphia Eagles from last year, like Damian said, they went from not being a top running. Saquon elevated them so much from DeAndre Swift from the year before, and even as of recently this year, we saw Derrick Henry in crunch time when he actually got the ball. The Baltimore Ravens win percentage drastically went up as compared to when he didn't receive the ball in the second half. So therefore, I think multiple times we see Bijan take over a game. Okay, I stuttered in the last one. It's hard. Okay,
Yeah, it's 30 seconds. Let's go again. I got a little bit more.
well that's Brecken's decision.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm leaning so far on Josh's side right now, but I will give you a second round because we've all got second rounds so far.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
3, 2,
Go ahead. Ready.
1, go.
Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan, Derrick Henry, like you said, Jonathan Taylor, James Cook. Who is in the Super Bowl? Absolutely none of them. Kyron Williams and Ramondre Stevenson are in the Super Bowl. Elite running backs do not contribute to a winning culture. It does not matter. The top RBs do not. What are y'all doing this for?
Because you're
I hate you.
wrong. You said
not.
Kyron Williams
Kyron
isn't in the
Williams.
Super Bowl.
All
You
right,
should have
well, I guess
said
it's my
Kenneth
turn.
Walker. I mean, I get your point.
Oh. Y'all get the point, though. Y'all get the point.
As soon
I'm
as you said
sorry. I thought
Kyron
the Rams were
Williams,
going to
I
make
was
the
like,
Super Bowl. Oh, my gosh. I thought y'all just didn't agree with me. I'm sorry. They're like,
what?
Go ahead, Josh.
What?
All right. Is the elite RB dead?
no, Josh. That's your argument.
So the elite RB is not dead, and Damian's making these points that statistically this year you can see that Kenneth Walker and Trayvon Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson, it's a plethora of guys. Well, we look at the standpoints of the teams that have elite RBs. they're failing all at one thing. That they are not surrounding these RBs with competent O-lines. They're not surrounding them with competent quarterbacks that can really create diversions away from the line and stacking the line of scrimmage. And what are they still doing? They are still contributing. If they had better offensive lines, they would get to the Super Bowl.
Like a James Cook.
Like Bijan.
Okay, can we go another round?
What the? Bro, that's 2 rounds.
Nah, we can do another round.
Nah, let's go on to the next one.
Okay, I think
That
I
last
think
round,
Josh-
you gotta lean me, bro. That last round, you gotta lean me. Even though I messed up on
Damian
Tyron.
Damian made
point.
some very good points with the fact that, Super Bowl history and stuff like that. But Josh made some very good points. I'm gonna give it to Josh solely based on the fact that he just made better arguments. If I'm being honest, going into it, I was biased towards Damian.
Well, I didn't
I hate
believe
you,
in
bro.
my argument.
I hate you.
to be
You're
honest
lying.
with you.
You're lying.
I didn't
No, I'm
believe in my
not.
arguments. All right,
All
so
I'm
next we're gonna
saying-
go.
All I'm saying is Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs, Derrick Henry, and Jonathan Taylor. None of them made this the playoffs.
I'm not disagreeing with
I'm
you, but I
talking
had
to you,
to take
Brecken.
my stance.
No, I agree, Damian.
That's a great point. That should have won me the whatever. Just go. I hate you. It's a great point. I made it. That literally trumped everything that Josh said. He's talking about competent They don't have competent quarterbacks. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson.
Well, you lost the debate, so I'm just saying.
That's stupid. His debate was wrong.
You said Kyron Williams in the first round.
Jared
You gave you a
Goff!
second chance.
Jared Goff is a top 7 guy.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
Josh's argument about having bad O lines and bad quarterback play was horrible.
Dude, what
Yeah,
are we talking about?
I don't
You
I
still
don't
wanted
agree.
it.
That's why I don't agree. Like elite RBs help unless you already have a good team. Like I couldn't put it. I was trying to say
I
whatever
think
out
the
of my
elite
ass.
RB is back. If in my honest opinion, I think they're completely back in the NFL.
We agree. We disagree with you.
All right, so
I
who
disagree
wants to go
with you.
next? Who's going next?
I want to go against Brecken.
All righty. So I'm gonna give y'all the topic of who is better, Michael Thomas or Dez Bryant.
No, I don't want to argue this, bro.
Brecken is
Josh, you got to do something different. We've argued this topic like 3 or 4 podcasts in a row, bro.
Damian hasn't been on here to argue it.
I haven't been
so
on here, boo.
Damian's gonna argue for Michael Thomas, and Brecken's gonna argue for Dez Bryant. Okay, fine. We'll do a different one because
Yeah.
Brecken's tired of losing this debate.
I'm not losing the
Yes.
debate. I'm just talking to a fucking wall, and I'm
All right.
tired of it.
Who is the better running back? I'm gonna give y'all Damian, Ezekiel Elliott, Brecken, Alvin Kamara.
Dude, come on.
I feel like you could make a solid case, but whatever. Brecken don't like any of these topics. Let's move
He's
on
just-
to another
he just-
one.
He's on the losing
Brecken's,
end of all of
Brecken's,
them
nit,
already.
Brecken's
Sorry.
nitpicking. All
I'm
right.
just saying I'm down to make that argument.
No,
but-
we're done. We're done. We're done. You already complained about it. Sorry.
Y'all want to do that? Y'all want to do a Brock Purdy one?
Yeah, let's do. Is Brock Purdy an elite quarterback or a system quarterback? So Damian's gonna get 4 is elite and against is system. All right.
Please be 4. Please be 4. Please be 4.
Brecken is Damian's gonna argue for Brock Purdy being an elite an elite quarterback. Brecken is gonna argue against Brock Purdy being an elite quarterback. Who's going first?
Brecken.
I'll let Damian go first. I went first last time, fool, and you're all hyped. You go first.
All right,
Okay.
Damian. 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
I think Brock Purdy is definitely an elite quarterback. First of all, because of how injury prone his team is, and he just continues to show out. If he was a system quarterback, they would have moved off of him so long ago. He wouldn't have had playoff success and regular season success. I feel like if we're talking about system quarterback, Mac Jones is definitely a system quarterback, and that's why he's a backup. Brock Purdy has obviously shown that he can succeed and play outside of just a system quarterback role and be elite with, especially with regular to below average receivers. Thank you. At the buzzer. At the
All right,
buzzer.
I'm ready.
3, 2.
Okay, Brock Purdy's obviously not an elite quarterback because there's a separation, right? Okay, we look, who does he have at coach? One of the greatest coaches of all time and one of the greatest offensive minds. They took Jimmy Garoppolo to the Super Bowl, okay? And then what did they do with Brock Purdy? Yes, they went to the Super Bowl, but they got fucking whooped, all right? And then you were talking about Mac Jones. I'm very happy that you brought up the fact that he is a backup quarterback because he is. What did he do on that team? Just as much, if not better, than Brock Purdy with the exact same weapons.
All right, one more round. I'll give y'all one more round because we've been doing 2 rounds each time, so we're just gonna do 2 rounds each time. All right, 3, 2, 1. Damien.
He has to be an elite quarterback because, first of all, like I said, injuries matter a lot. CMC has been hurt. George Kittle has been hurt. The receivers have been hurt. It's been bad receiving groups constantly, and he continues to put on a show. He's a very entertaining quarterback. He's not a step back, little 1-2 throw, little dump off. He's not a check down Charlie. He makes the throws. We've seen flashes of Patrick Mahomes. Chris Collinsworth would really like me right now, but we've seen those flashes, and he's very competent outside of the pocket, inside the pocket. Oh!
I'm ready.
All right, Brecken. 3, 2, 1.
I love that you brought up the check down Charlie thing because I'm sorry, he is. Who led his team in receptions? CMC. I know you want to talk about him being injured. He put the team on his back and having over, 2,400 all-purpose yards this season? That's absolutely insane, and that's at running 3.1 yards a carry? So majority of that was the receiving work. And then he's got George Kittle, one of the great tight ends of all time, and then he's also got Ricky Williams whenever he's back. I'm sorry, that guy's a rack merchant. All these guys that he throws
Ricky
to.
Williams, man. Hey, dog.
Ricky Pearsall.
Okay, besides the Ricky Williams flip up, Brecken won that one by far.
Oh! You're lying!
No, I'm not. I'm not that.
Oh my gosh! How?
I feel like Damien, you could have
went. CMC the dog.
Yeah, you could have made way better arguments.
Huh?
I feel like you could have made better arguments.
I feel like you could have made better arguments.
Okay. I mean,
Well,
I
like
didn't
what?
lose, but
You should tell me.
Alrighty. So who's going next? Me and Damien or me and Brecken?
I'll let you and Brecken go. I feel like I went twice already in a row. I'll let
Alrighty.
you and Brecken go
Alrighty.
off.
So what's the topic you want to do?
Let me see.
There's one that Fonzo requested in the chat.
Oh wait, let me see. Oh no, I can't see it for some reason.
It says, does Aaron Rodgers' career achievements outweigh his lack of his multiple Super Bowls? Wait, does Aaron Rodgers' career achievements outweigh his lack of multiple Super Bowls? And then we also have the another one that you want, if you want to put another one out there.
I like that one.
Yeah, we can do that one. That was fine.
Okay,
I like
so
that one. That's
Brecken, this will be if you're for him. If it outweighs, wait, how would it do? How would it go?
4 is like it does outweigh. Against is it doesn't outweigh.
Okay, so Brecken, here you go. This is 4 that it does outweigh. You are against that. You're against that the Super Bowl that the Super Bowl. You're basically for the Super Bowls matter. Like the Super Bowls do matter. Okay, and I don't know why I'm spinning. So I'm defending that it does that.
It doesn't matter. The Super Bowls don't matter because of his other achievements.
All right, you ready, Brecken? You go 1st or me?
I can go first.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, so the Super Bowls do matter at the end of the day. I mean, look at what the NFL did back in 2011. They propped him up like the next poster child of the NFL to be the next great, to be what Mahomes became in reality. We all thought, it was Peyton Manning and Tom Brady moving on, so everybody was waiting for Aaron Rodgers to absolutely cook. And what did he do? He just has the 2 Super Bowls, right? And I mean, outside of that, yes, you have more success, but it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day.
All right.
Damn, that 30 seconds was fast.
That was fast 30 seconds, I will say. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Well, if we're going to make the argument for Aaron Rodgers, we have to make the argument for a bunch of other people. Drew Brees, Peyton Manning. If your name's not Montana, if it's not Brady, if it's not Mahomes, other quarterbacks lack Super Bowls as well. So how do we gauge greatness? We gauge it off what you did in the body of work. 4 MVPs, greatest touchdown interception ratio of all time, top winning quarterback consistently with the Green Bay Packers without a first round drafted receiver at all for the majority of his career. He has done it with less and has done it better than everybody else.
Oh my gosh, Josh swept you, Brecken. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty good, but I got a counter argument.
All right, ready? 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
I feel like what oh, hold on. It's not started.
Oh, 3. My bad.
Nah,
I just-
don't blame
all right,
it on the
3, 2,
timer,
1,
bro.
go.
Don't blame it on the timer.
Okay, hold on. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
I feel like you're comparing him to all-time greats and stuff like that, and I get that. But what I'm saying is that there is a gap. There is a gap between the multiple Super Bowl winning guys and Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying that he's a bum. I think that he's a debatable top 10 guy all time, but some people want to throw him in the top 5, and I'm sorry, you can't do it with somebody like that. You got to win multiple Super Bowls. And in his era, I mean, he was having top 5 defenses, top 10 defenses, some of the best O-line play out there of all time, and I get that he didn't have all the great wide receivers, but he had some guys that were producing.
Dang,
Mm.
that was dick.
Can I make one little tiny argument?
Nope.
Okay. It's hard to argue against that. It's hard to argue against that.
Yeah, you said top
Okay.
10, by the way.
3, 2, 1, go. But if we compare him to the all-time greats, he's still better than those greats. I said Brady, Mahomes, Montana. That's the top 3. There's 2 more left. I'll give you Manning. But outside of that, who is there? Marino won 1 MVP. Never even made a Super Bowl. Breeze, he only made it to 1 Super Bowl. No MVPs. We look at the guys next to him. Brett Favre, the guy that he took over, only went to 1 Super Bowl. Never went back again as well. And he doesn't have nowhere near the same amount of MVPs as Aaron Rodgers.
I'm trying to be not biased if I didn't know these guys, but I think I'm just going to go Josh. I don't know if it's just, I feel like me and Brecken are just voting against each other here, but I mean, it's kind of hard to argue against Rodgers, man. Rodgers is easily a top 5. And
No, I think Josh
The-
made a
the-
better
yeah,
argument all
the-
around.
the
I feel like
the
that's
deba-
hard to argue against.
I'm not gonna lie.
debate of-
I've been prepared for this argument for
Yeah.
a while.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about it too. I mean, whenever you compare him to Marino and Drew, it's like he's just better. And those are the guys that were, considered top 3, top 5 at the time. So especially with the playoff success, not the playoff success, but the fact that he got into the playoffs.
I think he's
with the Steelers.
is he 5?
He's probably 4, bro.
no, I think he's 5.
I put Drew above.
That's
him.
fine. That's fine. Manning in front of him.
I would put Aaron. You know
I
what's
have
a good
Manning
Manning's
debate?
got-
I have Manning at
Manning's
4.
got-
I have Manning at 4.
Manning's got
I-
7 MVPs, by the way.
You know what's a good debate is
And a Super Bowl.
is Aaron Rodgers the most talented quarterback of all time? Like just at throwing the ball? I don't know. I don't see that's a good debate.
But the thing is, like, that's a multiple debate. Like, I feel like that's more than just for and against, you know? Like,
Yeah.
because we'd have to bring in more players.
What
Okay,
was one of the
all right, who is the best of their era, McCaffrey or Derrick Henry?
They were in the same draft class, weren't they?
Is that a good one? Do y'all want to do that one?
Well, it'd be you and Damian, no?
Oh,
Would you be down for that, Damian? CMC versus Derek?
D-Hen.
Shut up.
Whatever, I'm down.
Rick
I'm down.
Hen.
So-
unless
So
you got a topic,
four is-
Brecken. Unless you got a topic.
I mean, from those ones that I sent, no. You know what? Best receiver in the game. That's what I want you guys to argue.
Are you gonna give us
Best
the player,
receiver.
though?
I know. Let's go for this season. Let's just go based on this season. And I'm gonna give
Tay-
Damian.
Devonta Smith, Keon.
All right, bro. Okay, this season it's gonna be Puka and JSN. I feel like 4 should be Puka, JSN should be against, and then you guys spin the wheel and see who gets
For
what.
against is negative. That's why you chose the black.
What?
So- Okay, so Jason's against and Puka's for.
Yes.
Okay. This is for
This is-
Damien. Oh,
You
Damien's
gotta argue
arguing
Jason.
for Jason. Dang it! Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for the Puka argument. Okay, hold on.
Just this season. Just this season.
If you
What the
want,
frick is
if you
going
want,
on?
I feel like we already kind of you and you already disagree anyways. Do you just want to do the JSN and I could do Puka?
Nah, this what makes it fun that you have to argue.
We should
Well, I'm
do
just
it
saying
one
it'll be a
way
little
and
bit
then
of
do it the
it'll
other.
be a
in the
little bit
next
of a
round.
better argument because I kind of have a
What
case
the
already
frick is going
for Puka.
on? Hold on, my computer just
Oh,
like
you know what? It's
tripped
fine.
out.
I
We'll
got
do
you,
it.
Josh. I got
We'll
you.
do it.
I got
Whatever.
it. I got it.
Ugh.
Okay. All right, Damien, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so JSN is obviously the best receiver in the game over Puka because first of all, I want to hit this on Puka. Matthew Stafford is throwing him the ball. One of the best quarterbacks to essentially play the entire game. And if you look back, Cooper Kupp, Calvin Johnson, and Puka all had their best seasons with who? Matthew Stafford. Thank you. JSN is just a better route runner. He's just smoother, cleaner, and just more athletic.
Okay. So if we
30
look at
seconds goes by
head-to-head
quick.
matchups, if we look at head-to-head matchups between Puka Nacua and Jason, who caught the ball more? Puka Nacua. Who received the ball? Who had more receiving yards? Puka Nacua. Who had more receiving touchdowns? Puka Nacua. Who made big-time plays and big-time moments? Both of them did, but who was the main catalyst at those times for the Los Angeles Rams when they needed it the most? It was Puka Nacua. When you look at the last game in the divisional round, who made the big catch after Tariq Woolen got the penalty? It was Puka Nacua.
Okay.
I'm leaning Damien, but I want to hear one more argument.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hold on, go.
At the end of the day, I don't think that head-to-head matchups really matter because it's not them going against each other. At the end of the day, one player could have a better defense than the other. One's in the Super Bowl, one's not. I mean, at the end of the day, if we're talking about team versus team, who had better stats, it 2-1 over in the season this year. JSN definitely has the worst quarterback and just put up slightly worse stats. But if they switch, Puka's blowing them out of the water with quarterbacks.
Well, let's take it to the standpoint that Puka Nacua started with a really hot start, a historical pace, and then went down for 2 games with injury. And then he came back early from injury and continued to play with injury while still producing at a high-end level game in and game out. He was there when the Rams needed him the most. He fought through injury, made big-time plays, was a catalyst, and the main reason and the main point to why Matthew Stafford so late in his career, even with those other great receivers, is still fighting for an MVP at the end of the day.
I want to keep going. I want to keep going.
This is I'll say this is the closest debate in my opinion because Damien made some extremely strong points, but I feel like Josh made more points.
Oh my gosh!
But I'm
Just
gonna
quality
give
over
it to
quantity,
Damien.
bro.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
give
mad
it to
at that.
Damien.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm gonna give it to Damien.
No,
He
give it
is
to
better.
Josh, bro. Give it to Josh.
JSN is better.
No, I'm giving it to Damien because that whole argument about Matthew Stafford creating some of the greatest wide receiver seasons
You
of
didn't
all
like my
time.
argument
Great
at the
argument.
end?
I think that the
Well, 'cause my
being
thing was-
hurt doesn't really matter.
No,
because
I'm not mad at you.
JSN was sitting in fourth.
The argument that Matthew Stafford was never in an MVP conversation until Puka Nacua.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Damien. I feel like if you have more time to think,
Drake May, like the MVP case this year, I feel like is a lot less, especially in the quarterback race this year. It's way less than previous years.
Damien, I feel like you're better at making arguments when the timer's not on, dude. I swear to God, when the timer's on,
that's why I
you
want to keep
shit
going.
the bed,
I feel
bro.
like after that second 30 minutes or 30 seconds, I'm like, oh, dude, I got so much more. Because I get some time to think over what we just barely talked about.
I got y'all with this one.
Okay.
Is it Brady or is it Belichick?
Ooh, I like that one.
All right, 4 is Brady, against is Belichick. All right, Who wants to spin first?
Brecken goes. No, I'll go. I'll go. Come on, bro.
Okay. Why you doing that, Brecken?
I'm just making sure I'm alive.
Come on, bro. Please. Please. No.
So you're Belichick. You're Belichick. Brecken's Brady.
No. Brecken,
Okay,
you
who's
can go,
going
bro.
first?
I'll let Brecken go.
All right. All right, you ready,
I need
Brecken?
some
Or you need
more
some time?
coffee.
A little bit.
Yep, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, we don't call him the GOAT for no reason. I mean, there's a debate. Is it LeBron? Is it Jordan? There's not a debate in football. It is Tom Brady, and nobody's close right now. And then I mean, you look at his career. Okay, yeah, cool. Belichick was there, but who was throwing for over 550 yards in the Super Bowl and creating a what was it, 28-3 comeback, 28-7 comeback to go ahead and beat the Falcons? And then on top of that, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and who's not this season?
That's a pretty. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Ready, Damien?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So Bill Belichick is the reason why all of that success happened. First of all, because he's been coaching he coached the entire team, offense and defense. He was a very good defensive minded coach. Defense did keep Brady in a lot of the games. Also, you're talking about Hall of Fame, talking about he's not going to be first ballot. He didn't make any public statement after not being selected, but all of the uproar of him not being selected has made a lot of people question the Hall of Fame case or the
Okay.
what is it? The voting. Sorry.
Okay.
You ready, Brecken?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Sign stealing and all this other stuff is the reason why he didn't make the Hall of Fame first ballot. All right. Some people have issues with that. And that's an argument for a different day. Am I right? But we're arguing Tom Brady, the GOAT. What did he do whenever people were saying, oh, it's Belichick? Oh, it's Belichick. He went to Tampa Bay and he won a Super Bowl, one of the worst franchises in the NFL. What did he do? He turned them around and took this team to the Super Bowl and won it at the age of 45 years old. Now, you can say Belichick took them to the playoffs, but he went off in the playoffs. It was always the offense carrying the defense.
All right.
in the
All
playoffs.
right. Here,
I went over by
Damien.
like 5 seconds.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
3. I'll give Damien a 5-second grace. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. You're saying that the offense was always carrying him. I definitely disagree with you. Every year that Brady has won a Super Bowl, I believe they've had a top 5 defense every year. You're talking about he went to Tampa. The entire team was built for that year. It was a one and done year. It was sign everybody now because we need to win now for Tom Brady. It was a legacy move for the team. After that, they haven't done anything, and it definitely was not all Tom Brady.
Okay. I think I'm going to lean towards Brecken in this one. I think because he made more consistent arguments and had you really gauging away from, I think, what you wanted to argue like a couple of times. But I will say, Damien, I think you could have won the debate if you could have argued top 5 and that Belichick was the GM of the Patriots teams, no one else. So he signed and traded and picked everybody that was on that roster.
And then you
coached
can
them all
also you can make the argument Tom Brady only won 1 Super Bowl without Belichick. Belichick won 2 without Tom Brady. So
Damn it.
yeah,
Well-
you could have made that argument as well.
Well, I feel like you could have made a couple more arguments as well, but
No,
he
I could have, but I
He could
won.
have. He could have.
I was definitely for Brady, but whenever I feel like the Hall of Fame, whenever I was saying he didn't make no public, thing, what is it, a public announcement, but everybody's really, the NFL is getting backlash for the voting and how that he's not a first
Mhm.
ballot Hall of Famer because he's how many Super Bowls is he responsible for or like winning? Isn't it like
He's been to
12% or
9.
something?
He's been to 9. Yeah,
Isn't
it's
it- is it-
like 13.8% or something.
And that's like the second most is like what, 4%?
Yeah, it's like 4.3.
So, yeah. So I wish we could do like 3. Oh my gosh. I feel like I would win a little bit more, but it's all good. So Brecken,
All right.
we'll do did y'all go just now or was it me twice?
I don't know. I just know I
I
didn't
think
go
it
that
was-
last one.
I think it was me. I know I went
Oh yeah, Damian
Tom
went
Brady.
twice.
Oh, I just did Puka. I just did Puka and JSN.
Yeah, so
That's
me and
why I moved
Brecken.
on.
So me and Brecken.
Yeah, y'all two. We'll do.
All right.
Is there any in the chat? I can't read the chat for whatever reason. I'm trying to think of I can't. Okay, what's funny?
Ryan said Damian potting out a microwave.
He sounds good to me. I don't know.
Nah, he doesn't sound bad, or at least to me at least. But his picture quality is not the best. I'll say that.
Is it bad?
Okay. Well, give us a
It's pretty
topic,
bad.
Damian. Give us a topic. Or Ryan, give us a topic. Someone in the chat.
You
give
know
us
what?
A topic.
You know what? Let's do best defense this year. Texans defense or Seattle defense?
Which philosophy is better, defense or offensive minded coaches?
I want to do. I mean, I would like to do that Texans Seahawks defense argument, but if y'all want to do that too, that's actually a pretty. I like the offense and defense. I honestly would like to do that offense and defensive minded. Like myself. Myself, I would like to.
Bro got the
I feel like I'm talking to fucking Moon Knight right now. Just switching personalities.
Bro got the
and
silent.
opinions.
Bro got silent treatment into choosing a different topic.
No.
Actually,
I want
guys-
to do. No, like whenever I argue, whenever I do the debate, I would want to do that offense versus defensive minded. But I would like to see y'all do the Seahawks versus Houston defense. Or we could do best all time defense. We could do Legion of Boom versus No Fly Zone.
Am I tripping? No fly zone? Is that?
Broncos.
That's
isn't
the
it?
Broncos, no?
Yeah, it's the
I hate the
Broncos.
Broncos. I don't think I would even be able to give a good argument for the Broncos, even if I
To
was
leave
for
in
them.
To leave in them.
Chris Harris Jr. and
Von
Which is-
Miller, DeMarcus Ware.
Ooh, and is wins a quarterback stat? I like that one.
I can't be against that. Like, oh my gosh.
Fuck, let's rip that one. Is wins a quarterback stat? 4 is yes, against is no.
Can I do this one then, Josh? If you can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
y'all
and
can do
Damian
it.
Go.
All right.
Alrighty. So here is 4. It is a quarterback stat, and this is for, let's say, Brecken. Or Brecken's against that it's a quarterback stat.
Okay, that winning is not a quarterback stat. I'm ready
Yeah,
to go
okay.
whenever you are.
And now Damien's 4. All right, so Brecken, let's do it against. 3, 2, 1, go.
It doesn't matter if you have a great quarterback at the end of the day if your team's dog shit. We're arguing Joe Burrow before. One of the worst O-lines, one of the worst defenses. I mean, and then look at Patrick Mahomes this season. I mean, look at all these great quarterbacks with these shit records. It's not their fault at the end of the day. Like, yes, they have implications into the game, but there's only so much that they could do. Joe Burrow was scoring almost 50 points a game, and they were fucking losing. And they're going to be a top 10 pick, almost a top 10 pick this year.
Okay. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Quarterbacks definitely are. I'm sorry. What's the? Hold on. Restart. What's the argument? It's win.
Okay.
It's win.
No, I feel
What
like
is
you
it?
can't restart that.
I'll restart it for him.
No. What's the argument?
Okay.
I feel like
It's wins-
you didn't really hit
You're
the point
arguing.
very
You're
well.
arguing for that wins is a quarterback stat. He's arguing
Wins
against.
is a quarterback stat. Okay.
Yeah, you're,
Okay.
you're
Sorry.
saying
It's 'cause I
wins
feel like
is a
Brecken
quarterback
didn't hit that. I feel like Brecken didn't hit the nail on the.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
shut
okay.
up.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Wins is definitely a quarterback stat because at the end of the day, I mean, 2-minute drills. Who do you trust? Who do you want commanding the offense? You know what I mean? Like whenever you're thinking of game-winning drives, Super Bowl wins, who's the GOAT? LeBron, obviously. Tom Brady. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, they win you
LeBron.
games. And if you're making an all-time team, make this into a LeBron edit. If you're thinking of an all-time team, you're picking one of the quarterbacks that win
I don't,
games.
I don't even think there should be a round 2 for that one, bro. Oh my gosh, that was bad. David,
What?
That was pretty bad, Damian.
It's because I said LeBron. He's a good.
Not even.
we should start letting the chat decide who wins these. Fonzo or
Okay,
Ryan.
okay.
Do you want to?
Ryan's always gonna say somebody, whoever I'm
Well,
going
I'll be
against,
I'll
bro.
be the third vote. I'll be the third vote, so it's 2-3 or something.
Okay, Brecken, let's go, bro. I've really.
Yeah, I think Brecken won that one. I think Brecken won that one, bro. I'm sorry. That your argument was so bad.
What? 2-minute drills? You want
All right,
a quarterback
Chat,
that can
Chat,
win you
give
the
us
game.
give us some topics. Give us
Hey,
some
you know
topics.
what? You know what topic I like is the Here, I have it right here. Team identity versus big names. What's more
Damn it, bro.
important?
I wish I was a little bit better at just speaking my
We
mind.
technically already argued for Aaron Rodgers earlier, and I argued like basically.
Are we just gonna? Are we gonna? How? I don't understand how Brecken won.
Okay,
I said
your
if-
defense and offense philosophy with a good debater. Okay, Brecken and Josh take Damon out of the club. Okay, Brecken, we'll do that one. We'll do that one. All right, Brecken, this is
Four is
is
offense.
against his defense.
All right.
I wanted to do that one.
Brecken is arguing defense. I'm arguing offense. Okay.
I'll let
Alright.
Josh go first.
What the freak? Why me, bro? Okay. All right. 3, 2, freak show. Okay, I don't even know what to argue. 3, 2, 1, go. At the end of the day, who's the most important player on the field? It's the quarterback. It's who you build your team around. It's who you build your system around. What are you doing? Why are you making that face for? Why is Brecken threw me off so bad? Like he made me think
No,
I'm
now you
arguing-
get a restart. Now
Yeah,
you get
no,
to
Oh, wow.
restart.
You could have just paused it.
Nah, Brecken. Why was Brecken throwing his hands in the air? I said
I went-
one thing, and Brecken goes. Brecken goes. I go. No, we're. retarded. I
I'm
don't
good
care.
to debate if you want. I'll go first. If you're too scared, I'll go first.
All right, go first.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Josh was about to start arguing about a quarterback, not the offensive-minded coach, all right? Now, you go back into history, what does everybody say? Defense wins championships. Look at the teams that are in the Super Bowl right now. The Seattle Seahawks and the Patriots, 2 of the top 10 defenses. Look at who were in the top 4. The Rams and the Texans even made it far with the dog shit offense. And look at all that they've done. I mean, look at Belichick, defensive-minded guy. You go back in history, all these defensive-minded guys help boost their team to the Super Bowl.
Bro, that's why I was hoping I got defense. That was freaking trash. All right, offense 3. Freak, I can't even argue for offense. Ah! All right, pro Israel versus pro Palestine. Neither. All right, 3,
Grape.
1, go. Shit, bro. Okay, the only one I can argue. Okay, who is the greatest dynasty of recent memory? It is the Kansas City Chiefs. Sure, you can say the defense, but the offense is predicated on whatever Andy Reid does. Andy Reid is the mind. Andy Reid gets the thing going. And when you look in, I can't even argue this. You win. You win. I can see.
I was gonna say, bro, you're arguing to the wrong guy about the Chiefs having a bad defense.
I didn't say they were gonna have a bad defense. I said they had
No,
a good
I'm
defense.
just saying.
I think I got a
Damian's-
pretty good point for offense.
I got a pretty
Shut
good
up,
point
boy.
for offense as well.
At the end of the day ends. First of all, second of all, and third of all.
Yeah, I felt that.
All right.
No, that was
Not
trash.
even
I
a
really,
twirl?
I
Not
really
even a
wanted to
twirl?
get. I really wanted to get defense right there.
I
really
still
did.
like
I
the.
feel like
I wanna
I
hear you
haven't
guys-
gotten-
I want to hear you guys debate the team identity versus the big names. Think of like the Lions the last couple of years versus like the Rams whenever they won the first Super Bowl.
I feel like I haven't gotten a topic I've wanted yet, like to agree with.
What
I
topic
feel
do you
like
want
every
to talk
time-
Come up
about?
with one.
Yeah, come up with one, bro.
Fucking
Like, give
crybaby
us
bitch. Come on.
No, I'm not. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like every time it's like, who are you for or against? I've gone on the opposite side of what I agree with.
Okay, well, let's pamper
That's
him.
all-
Let's
that's all I'm
find a
saying, I'm
topic that
sorry.
he likes and one that he can argue.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, Damien.
Hold on, hold
G,
on.
what's
I
the
don't even know what I
topic?
just pressed. All right. Is Jeremiah Smith the best receiver hold on, I don't know. Damien gets to argue that Jeremiah Smith is the all right, who's better? Marvin Harrison or Jeremiah Smith? Brecken argues Marv and Damien
Whoa,
argues
whoa, whoa!
Jeremiah
No, it's
Smith.
got to be Josh. It's got to be Josh and Damien.
Why me?
Because I just went 3 times in a row.
I want to
You
hear you
won.
talk.
You
All right.
won.
All
You
right,
won.
I'll give you Jeremiah Smith. I'll take Marv. Okay?
Talking to me?
You want is like yeah, is that freaking yes, Damien, you. Okay.
Talking to me?
You all right, you can
Who,
go
me?
first if you love Jeremiah Smith so much. All right, you ready?
Me first?
3, 2, 1, go.
Awesome. Jeremiah Smith is obviously the best wide receiver in college football. Easily, a lot of people have referred to him as the LeBron James of football. He is physically gifted. He is fast. He can jump. He can catch. He can do anything on the field. Short route, medium route, deep ball, jump ball. He can score touchdowns. He could block. He could do anything. And he's also the youngest receiver to get that stripe removed for the Ohio State freshman receivers.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm only going to argue against his last statement, freshman receiver. Well, you know what? The only guys in front were Ibuka and Carnell Tate. You know who was in front of Marvin Harrison Jr., Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, multiple guys that are in the NFL as top guys. That's even leaving off a couple others. But stay alone. Let's talk about moments. He had every record. He led the team in receiving yards and touchdowns every year that he was there. And when Georgia took him out with that concussion, it changed the game. They did not end up making the national championship. If he continued to play, they would have made it.
Okay. I'm ready.
I went blank
Okay.
on my other
Can I give
receivers.
a before next debate recommendations? I feel like Damien's arguing feelings and Josh is arguing facts. I'm ready for round
All right,
2.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, facts. If we're talking about facts, who's throwing Marv the ball? One of the best college quarterbacks. Who is throwing Jeremiah Smith the ball? Will fucking Howard, a backup quarterback that a lot of people have already forgotten about, unless you know ball like me. LeBron James of football. People don't just give you that title. You have to earn it. He has been a dog since high school. He is not a Nepo baby receiver. He has made a name for himself by himself because he's a dog.
It's Nepo, but I knew what you meant.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, 3, 2,
Thank you.
1, go. Okay, who's throwing him the ball?
No!
Heisman
Dude,
candidate Julian Sayin is throwing the football. Will Howard got drafted to the NFL. He would have been probably in the contention of probably playing if he wasn't hurt all season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so we're going to look at the standpoint of where they are at. Sure, you can say gifts and talents, but you know who has probably a comparable athletic test to him? It is Marvin Harrison Jr. He wasn't ever questioned. He was always earned. He earned his spot at Ohio State and ended up going. I couldn't make the argument at the end, but the argument for the quarterbacks is weak. Like he has a Heisman candidate. Like I said earlier.
No, Julian saying it's such a weak Heisman class, and even then, a lot of people, Jacob Rodriguez could have been over him. They just threw bro in.
I think
Ohio State didn't make a dent in the playoffs, by the way, even though Jeremiah Smith is a dog. Me personally, if I'm the offensive coordinator for Ohio State, mandating 15 targets a game first half to the
Going
LeBron
in,
James of football.
I have a little bit of bias. I feel like Damien was arguing feelings a little bit more.
Up! We're a feelings guy. You're a feelings guy, Brecken. Talk to me.
I think I am gonna go with Damien, even though Josh wants to say the whole quarterback thing doesn't matter. I think it does. I think that he has not had the same level of quarterback play as Marvin Harrison did.
Also, the closest comparison for
Two
Marv,
consecutive Heisman
Yeah, he
candidates
was.
seasons. I was
Yeah.
like, I know that he was, Josh.
and I don't even like CJ Stroud. He's a great
He
guy.
had a
He's not gonna
crazy
get touched.
season where he had like 43
Yeah.
touchdowns and 1 interception.
By the way, Marvin Harrison is compared to his dad. Jeremiah Smith is compared to Julio Jones.
So was his Marvin Harrison is a Hall of Famer.
Julio Jones is a better Hall of Famer.
I think
I don't
Marvin
think that's
Harrison
true.
is probably up
Yeah.
there. He's a
I
top
don't think
3
that's
prospect
true at
all
all.
time.
I don't think that's
Let's
true
argue.
at all, David.
Let's argue. Who was
You
throwing
had your
Julio? Who was throwing Julio Jones the ball?
I feel like the argument should be who's the
AJ
best.
McCarron was throwing him.
I
the
want to
ball.
hear you guys argue who's the best college player of all time, any position.
But
Easy.
but
Got it.
You gonna say Jeremiah Smith?
That's good. I'll argue somebody
Okay.
else though.
I would
I
have
don't know.
argued.
Are you
Reggie
gonna give us
Bush.
people? Are you gonna give us people?
Joe
I feel like-
Burrow.
I feel like Joe Burrow's got to be in there.
Joe
but
Burrow, bro.
I feel like Reggie Bush has got to be in there too.
Joe
Yeah.
Burrow.
I don't. College. who's the
Vince?
best?
Max Duggan. Max Dugan.
Vince, I feel like Vince and Tebow need to be in there. I think it's between Vince, Tebow, Bush, and
Johnny Manziel.
Joe.
He's nice.
No.
Cam Newton.
Johnny Manziel's
T-Law?
pretty up there, bro.
Yeah, but he's. I don't think he's in the same.
No, he
Level.
definitely is.
Okay.
I would argue
Philippians
Mahomes is the
4:13.
best. Look at the stats. Just saying.
Look at the stats with Joe Burrow. 6,000 passing yards, almost 6,100 passing yards, I believe.
I don't
60
know. I don't wanna
touchdowns
argue
to
that one.
6
Um,
picks. You can't. That's why you don't want to. 'Cause you can't.
These topics are getting a little dwindled down. Let's see.
We still haven't argued the team chemistry versus the big name guys.
What do you mean by that?
Like, think of like team chemistry of like the Detroit Lions, where like they built their fucking team, built it up. You know what I'm saying? Or even like I feel like the Seahawks are kind of like that, where like they built it up over time compared to a team that's bought, kind of like the Bucks or like the Rams or like a.
What have they bought?
All
The
right, you ready?
Bucks?
We can do that. All right. So who's arguing? Me and who? Me and Damien again? Or me and you?
Josh wants to be in this one.
I'm
No, I'm
me
just
versus
saying,
Josh.
I'll-
Me versus Josh.
This will be my second
I'll-
time in a row arguing.
Me versus
I'll-
Josh.
All right. 4 is big names and against is identity.
Mm-hmm.
Is that cool?
Hey, okay. I'll allow Brecken and Josh to go, and then yeah, that we'll also do that debate.
Okay. All right. Brecken, you
Spin the wheel, Josh.
are. What was that one? Identity?
Team chemistry identity.
You're against
Okay.
team chemistry?
No, I'm okay. Bro's not on the same pod.
No, Brecken is team identity. I'm big names. Okay, you
Okay.
ready, Brecken?
Okay.
You want to go first or
Okay.
me?
Okay. Okay.
I want you to go first because I want to see if I can make a counter argument.
Okay, so the argument is buying big names, and I'm going to argue for that. Let's look at the New England Patriots this year. Their entire defense was bought in the offseason. They spent the most money in the NFL paying for a defense, and what did it result in? It resulted to them getting the Super Bowl. What did the Philadelphia Eagles to put them over the top? They went and bought a big name. They brought in Saquon Barkley. What did he do? Ended up having the best season of his career. What did the Los Angeles Rams do and what have put them to where they are at? They went and got Matthew Stafford and brought in a big name.
I'm ready.
No, he's not.
All right, 3,
Mhm.
2, 1, go.
I love that you bring up all these other teams that have won these Super Bowls, but fail to look at their draft classes. Whenever you look at Drake May going to the Patriots, like that wasn't a huge deal. Look at the Eagles and them hitting just on all these huge upside guys and then building a culture on that team that is a Super Bowl winning culture. Then you go back in history. I mean, look at the Patriots. You want to talk about a culture team and an identity team, get the job done. That was their identity, and they built it up brick by brick, making one of the best dynasties of all time.
All right, ready? Shoot, I don't even know where I'm going with this right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, you bring up the Rams. Okay, crap. Why don't I do that? Well, you bring up the Rams.
I've never
like
seen
I did
anybody
earlier.
ever restart the clock more for himself. By the way, just restart it, bro.
Starting it again.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So you bring up the Rams standpoint. When they did win their Super Bowl, they went and bought their team. They brought in Odell. They brought in Matthew Stafford. We look at multiple teams in the past, like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They went and bought a football team. They brought in Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski. They brought in Ndamukong Suh. They brought in multiple guys to go out with one goal, and that was to win a championship. We've seen that multiple times in history where teams have done that, and they've succeeded to extend and get to a championship. All right. Dude, I really can't argue because I'm getting all the ones I disagree with.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I go.
Okay, so your whole argument kind of fell apart because you're talking about the exceptions, not the rule. And I know that you said, oh, it's happened multiple times throughout history. Not that I recall, right? You go and look. Every single one of these teams, the Seahawks, with recent history and even way back when, all these teams have built up their culture, and these guys have been built through the draft, or they have been cheaper end guys. Sam Darnold came over. It created an identity, and it created a team, a winning culture around that team.
Yeah, Brecken wins. I feel like Brecken's getting all like the ones that he agrees with the most, like in some of these arguments. Like,
what's funny is I was more on Josh's side.
We were literally talking. What
do you mean you were more on my side?
Smith and Marvin Harrison, the only one that I personally agree with, and I won, by the way. Just letting you know. But I think
I think buying a team is better in nowadays football. Because to be honest, whenever it comes to O linemen, drafting O line does not hit as often as buying them. I mean, look at the Bears. They bought their O line,
built their team. So I don't really.
I feel like it's a hard thing to argue.
I think I'd lean building, and the only reason why I say that is because
the Seahawks, when they won the Super Bowl before, they built their team. The Panthers, their team.
I know you said that. I know they went and got Saquon, and technically they went and got AJ Brown as well
because they brought their team.
You said that they got Saquon to put him over the top, but I think that culture was already being built before him with all those draft picks. With Cooper DeJean and Nolan Smith and
I didn't like my side. I didn't like my side. Like I'm just saying, like I didn't like what I was arguing for.
I didn't like it either, but I think there are a couple cases where they
and then you could have argued like culture don't mean shit. I mean, look at Detroit. They haven't. They made the NFC Championship, but it ended up not winning anything.
But they're changing the culture, bro.
But then I can make the argument of like, look at the Cowboys. I feel like they don't have a culture or like an identity.
Yeah, but they don't buy their teams.
What do the Saints have? What's y'all slogan? What's y'all slogan? What's the Bengals slogan?
Who they? They stole it.
It's damn near the same shit, bro. You're just copycats.
They literally stole it from
the culture died when Drew Brees retired. Yeah, no argument.
So the next one is Dak Prescott Is Dak Prescott a top 5 quarterback?
I want Damian and Josh to argue this.
I really hope I'm 4.
All right. This is Damian's. He is 4. Damn it.
Yes! Finally!
Okay. You want to go first or me?
I'll let you go first. Actually, you went quite a bit. I guess I'll let you go first. Whatever. You're a little warm.
Okay.
No, he's went like what 6 or 7 times in a row.
No. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Dak Prescott is not a top 5 quarterback. Here's why. Sure, you can get the statistical stats why he is top 5 in the regular season. But at the end of the day, let's look at the top 5 guys. They have all had some statistical success or playoff wins. Dak Prescott lacks any of those. We saw him versus the Green Bay Packers. He completely disappeared in that game. We look at the other games where we see multiple guys in the top 5 win MVPs consistently and be in the top in those considerations, while Dak Prescott has not won one or won multiple playoff games. Dang, I don't like that argument. I didn't like my argument. All right, ready?
Your confidence is making you lose some of these debates, Josh. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't
But,
want
yeah, I'm
these
ready.
arguments that I'm getting. 3,
Okay,
2, 1, go.
Okay, Dak Prescott is easily a top 5 quarterback. The reason why I say that is because he has constantly led a top 5 offense. I mean, you could easily say a top 3 offense. The only reason, and you're talking about playoff success, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, easily considered top 3 quarterbacks. You can even throw in Joe Burrow. Other than that 1 year, not very much playoff success. I think whenever you talk about playoff success today, the only real quarterback that you can argue is Patrick Mahomes. And if we're talking about just statistical categories, Dak Prescott is number 2.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Well, thank you for making a point for me where Dak Prescott has consistently had a top 5 offense. Well, he's also had consistently a top 3 run offense in the entirety of his career. While we look at other quarterbacks where he has had CeeDee Lamb and multiple guys that can get the job done and a good offensive line, the other guys like Josh Allen, like Patrick Mahomes, like both of them have struggled with either weak wide receiver cores or weak run cores. While Dak Prescott has been centered around an offensive heavy set where multiple good players surrounded around him.
Okay. All right. I'm ready. Now you gonna start it?
Oh, I thought 3, 2, 1, go. I was waiting for Brecken to say something because it looked like he was really thinking right there. Hold on. 3.
Yeah,
2,
you're
1,
good.
Go.
Okay, so you saying that, I think a lot of the misconception where he's not a top 5 quarterback comes because he has a star on his helmet. I guarantee you, if him and Josh Allen were to switch jerseys and helmets and teams, they would be considered complete opposites. There would be a lot of hate on Josh Allen because he plays for America's team. I mean, talking about it, he should have won an MVP over Lamar Jackson back in 2022. He beat him in every statistical category.
Josh Allen would have a
Jeez,
Super Bowl
man.
if he had a star on his helmet. Just saying.
Nope, absolutely not. Not with that defense.
I will say first round, Damian had me. He was sold. But Damian, you fucked up by saying Josh Allen didn't have any playoff success. He has 8 playoff wins.
Doesn't mean anything when he doesn't get to the Super Bowl.
I get that.
He's been to multiple conference championships.
That doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. If you can't win the big one,
He has 8 playoff
no, it's not even
wins
that you
and has
can't win the
played
big one.
4
It's that you
less
can't even
seasons.
get to the big one. And the fact that the AFC has been so shit the last 10 to 15 years.
You're
How has it been
smoking
shit?
dick. You're
This was
smoking
the first
dick.
year.
You're
This was the
smoking dick.
first year. Okay, let's argue it.
Dude,
Okay, put
the
David on
AFC
thing right now.
has
You're
4 of the
arguing for
top 5
NFC. Hold on.
quarterbacks.
You're arguing for NFC. I'm arguing for AFC. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
All right, give a real argument then. 3, 2, you go first since you want to argue that the NFC is so much better. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I'm arguing NFC because yes, the quarterbacks may be better a little bit on the AFC side, but whenever you think about it, teams and the defenses have always been so much better, at least in the last couple of years to my memory, have been so much better on the NFC side of things. Better
have
running,
they?
better receiving, better defense, better coaching. I mean, other than not Josh, Patrick Mahomes, that AFC and
Okay,
it's just
let's
been
end
weak.
this.
It's been weak.
Let's end this.
God.
3, 2, 1, go. Well, let's look at a couple of years ago where Patrick Mahomes had to go through 3 of the top 5 offenses in the history of football just to get to a Super Bowl. Plus, with the number 1 rated team in the history of the football, with the Baltimore Ravens, who on both sides had the MVP, had a top 5 defense and a top 5 offense, along with Josh Allen on the other side, who is statistically in the top 5 in every statistical category, while also winning an MVP. The MVPs reside in the AFC. The top defenses reside consistently in the AFC, and they oftentimes are only picked favorites to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, let's go. I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
In my recent memory, Eagles won last year. Seahawks are on pace to win it this year. They're favored by a fuck ton. I haven't seen anybody vote for the fucking Patriots. The AFC has been so weak. If you took away Mahomes and Brady, they have dominated the entire AFC easily. And you're a Chiefs fan, so you know that it's just been two teams that have been dominating the last 10 to 15 years. There has been no competition whatsoever on that side of the ball. It's been two teams.
Let's talk about domination. Okay, we're talking about you told me take away two of the greatest players to ever live, two of the greatest dynasties to ever play. Let's do that. Okay. So we look at the standpoint when the Chiefs won their games. In multiple times versus the Buffalo Bills, versus the Cincinnati Bengals, they have had to come back in the fourth quarter and secure these wins versus top opponents. While Mahomes has thrown and come back as the greatest quarterback of all time consistently. It takes greatness to win more often than not, and both those guys happen to play in the AFC.
Josh, that second rant was just a Mahomes glaze fest. That had nothing to do with the AFC until the very end.
Plays in the AFC.
That's just a luck of the draw.
I'm gonna give it to Josh because his arguments all around were better, but his second round was not great.
My first one would have won whatever.
Yeah, your first one. Yeah.
All I'm saying is this year Seahawks are easily favored. Last year Eagles were clearly favorites in my personal opinion. I don't know how anybody had the Chiefs winning unless you're a Chiefs fan. Whenever Patrick Mahomes lost, whenever Patrick Mahomes didn't make it and Joe Burrow made it instead, they lost to the Rams, a better NFC team that everybody knew was going to win. I mean, easily. Everybody was rooting for the Bengals, but everybody knew that the Rams were going to win that, in my personal opinion. I just feel like if it's not Mahomes in the Super Bowl, the NFC is going to win 9 times out of 10.
I mean, even when he's in the Super Bowl.
I think that second part I should have won me for sure, but whatever. It's cool.
No, my first one I gave stats.
I feel like
his first one, right, his first argument cleared. His second argument was not good.
I feel like Bill Belichick right now. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll let the
You're not dating a woman that's severely underage. Isn't he dating like a 24-year-old?
Y'all have any more topics, or should we call this pod? What do y'all think?
I would like to do one more.
Who's got the best fantasy team?
Is John Pork really dead? Did the Rizzler? Did Baby Gronk
Waffles versus pancakes
done in Ohio?
Waffles. Shut up. Waffles versus pancakes. I want to hear. I'm gonna say pancakes now, but I was a waffles guy for the longest time.
I disagree.
What do y'all say? You say waffles?
I'm a pancake.
Nah, I'm a pancakes guy, bro.
What?
Unfortunately, I think waffles are more aesthetically pleasing. They look better, but pancakes are they just taste better. They have better texture. They're easier to make, in my personal opinion. I think that's really it.
My thing with pancakes is they have so much versatility. You can get like the super fluffy, like Asian pancakes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're so good and cloudy. I don't know. There's this place called Golden Diner in New York. Anyone listening, go there and get a pancake. They have a maple butter syrup. To die for. And then they mix in like a cornstarch so it gets fluffier. Sorry.
Real.
I really enjoy talking with y'all guys.
Oh, thanks, Damien. I enjoyed talking to you too.
Thank you. Is
I'm
my
trying to think of
quality
like
bad?
another real topic.
Is my quality bad? I feel like it looks fine on mine.
All right. Well, we're just gonna end this podcast. All right. So
Why?
thank y'all for tuning in to the So-Called Sports Analyst Podcast. Y'all can find us on all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, iHeart, wherever you listen to podcasts at, Twitch even. So yeah, the So-Called Sports Analyst TSCSA. Thank y'all for listening.